Hello, hello. I think it's Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday. And this is Joyce. Medusa was framed. My coffee's half gone. I have delicious papaya from the farmer's market. The papaya in Florida is something that's just everywhere. Delish. So, we completed the human tuning book, and now we're going through the Mudra card deck, which I'm going to read some cards every day. And then at the end, after we go through all 108 cards, I will just send this deck to basically whoever wants it. Just pay me for shipping. So, let's see. We read the first 4 cards yesterday. And again, this is, it's not sold as a set, but there's a book that goes along with this. I bought the book and the flashcards. I use the book all the time. I especially was using it when I was doing singing bowl sound baths and things like that on a regular basis. I would incorporate mudras into the process. And I thought that the cards would be handy for that, but they weren't. It was easier to have the book with me or just decide what I was going to incorporate and have it written down. But it's a wonderful set. This was designed by Joseph LePage and Lillian Aborn. They also wrote the book. And it's 108 cards. There's a table of contents. So the only drag is that you have to keep the cards in order, or you're shuffling around and it's useless. We went through the first 4. And so let's move on. I like to keep these under half an hour. So, okay, check in the time. Let's do the next ones. So here's number 5. And again, my apologies to any Sanskrit speakers. Angushta Mudra, gesture of the thumb. The core quality that it stimulates is inner listening. Through deeper listening and enhanced sensitivity, I receive the guidance of my inner being, is the mantra that you can use with this card, Mudra. It's especially helpful for receiving inner guidance and expressing it clearly in the world. Releasing tension from the shoulders, throat, and neck, aligning the cervical spine, supporting the health of the thyroid. A lot of people have issues with that right now, thyroid craziness. With all this biomagnetic stuff going on, our thyroids are going, whoa. Enhancing speaking and singing. And then on the card, it offers facilitating mudras. I'm not going to go into that. You need the book for that, pretty much. Well, no, you don't need the book. You could reference back to this for that, but I'm not going to go into that. There are no precautions. So here's the mudra. All right. And then let me read the directions, and we'll try doing it together. So hold the palms of the hands in front of the solar plexus. Gently press the tips of the thumbs together, allowing the other fingers to relax inward. Release the shoulders. Let them fall down. With the elbows held slightly away from the body, the forearms parallel. I gotta get this thing out of the way. Parallel to the earth. and spine naturally aligned. Alternately, you may practice this gesture by interlacing the thumbs and drawing them gently apart. So they were recommending that if someone has really long nails, you can just do that too. But the issue in mudras, unless it specifies to have a little more pressure, and it rarely does, you don't want to do this. You want to really activate the Jingwell pools of that meridian biomagnetic energy that's in your fingertips and your toe tips. Well, we're doing hand mudras. So, everything is gentle, and, letting your hands I'm just letting this kind of happen gravitationally. It's just a natural thing I'm letting happen gravitationally. I'm not it's not hard, it's gentle. And that's really important. So let's try that. Let's try doing that right at your solar plexus, and just make sure that your shoulders are relaxed, and just feel just get the feels. What do you feel? I feel it. First thing I feel it. I feel it in the top of my head. If I would stop talking, I would feel more going on with my thyroid, but I did immediately feel an activation there. And I have a subluxation at C7, which a lot of people do. It's just from sitting at, I had a computer job for a couple of years, 1,000 years ago, and I think it's still in my body, that's sitting and turning my head a certain way. So I did feel something back there at cervical spine 7, kind of doing that with that. So there's that one. Let's go on to the next one. So 6 is Hakini Mudra, gesture of the goddess Hakini. Its core quality is one of integration, and a mantra that you can speak or inform internally with it is, all the facets of my being are integrated as a seamless unity. And you've certainly seen that mudra before. So let's learn about it. It's especially helpful for instilling a sense of wholeness and integration, facilitating full yogic breathing, supporting overall health and healing, enhancing body awareness. No precautions. Okay, so let's try it. Scoot back. I like sitting on the floor. I hate chairs. So, I'm trying to get this so I don't have to bend my head down and can sit. So we're going to hold, I'll show you again. We're going to hold our hands facing each other in front of the solar plexus, right here. Gently touch, I'll do it up here. Gently touch, gently, gently, gently. I mean, you go in really slow until you feel like that zzz, and then you touch, and you touch that gently. Gently touch the tips of the fingers and thumbs to the same fingers of the opposite hand. Hold the hand open and rounded as though holding a globe. Relax the shoulders back and down with the elbows. So the same thing, you're at the solar plexus. You're letting your shoulders relax. You're away from the body. Wow, this one's powerful. Holy cow. I feel this stimulating the Jingwa points in my toes. I just feel the whole energy movement of this one. Wow. Yeah, that's powerful. So let me read again. So this is good for instilling a sense of wholeness and integration, facilitating full yogic breathing, supporting overall health and healing, enhancing body awareness. Cool. That was really powerful. Let's try that again. Gentle, 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 gentle. You're not trying to create. You're trying to create something biomagnetic here. You're not trying to create an artistic shape. And you know, it's interesting as you come in toward your solar plexus. Notice that as you get closer to that place, notice if you feel like a magnetic pull. That place where the chi is, right? Notice that spot, like click into that sweet spot. Yeah, that's powerful. I really feel large intestine 4 lighting up on that one. The whole large intestine meridian. Okay, cool. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Number 7. I apologize in advance. Kanishsa Sharira Kanishsa Sharira Mudra. Oh, I'm sorry. Gesture of the lower body. Its core quality is lower body breathing. And the mantra that you can inform is firmly supported by body and breath. I move forward in life with complete confidence. So this is especially helpful for connecting to the lower body, activating the diaphragm, which is the main muscle of respiration, supporting fuller abdominal breathing. And a lot of people need work on their abdominal breathing right now just because it's stressful and COVID and all that nonsense. Optimizing digestion, releasing tension from the low back, instilling equanimity and centering, building a sense of confidence. Okay? So let's try this one. Okay, so we're going to place the web of our thumb here, where that large intestine 4 point is, the web of our thumb and index fingers on either side of your waist. Okay, just below the ribs, right there. Fingers pointing forward. Okay. Keep the fingers together with the palms and the forearms parallel to the earth. Okay, so like this, like that. Find that rib, and then go right below it. Keep the fingers together, the palms pointing down. Hold the elbows out and away from the body, with the shoulders relaxed and down and the spine naturally aligned. And what do you feel? So I immediately felt changes happening in my sacrum. And maybe it's more acute to me because I'm sitting on the floor. So, there's more resistance. But I feel the changes in my sacrum, which of course are changing the alignment of my hips in that subtle fascial way, which is changing my spine, unwinding the tension in my spine. Wow. Cool. Okay. Next one, the same thing. We're just going to be higher with it. And Madhyama Sharira Mudra. gesture of the middle body. Its core quality enhancement is middle body breathing, and a mantra that you can inform when you do this is greater openness in my breathing allows me to live with enthusiasm and vitality. So this is especially helpful for connecting in the middle body. So anybody with any lung issues, this is going to be a good one. Enhancing breath capacity, especially in the middle lungs. Releasing tension from the mid-back. So many people have mid-back problems. Oh my gosh. People who suffer lower back pain, oftentimes the issue is actually in the mid-back. But of course, you know, people want to sell you crap that's pain relieving instead of treating what's actually causing the issue. So people don't tell you that because they want you to buy their crap. Supporting immune function, instilling a sense of openness. Okay, so there are some precautions here. Physical pressure to the lymph nodes is not recommended for breast or lymphatic cancers. Yeah, you're up here in that clavicle area. All the lymph in your body, all of the lymph in your body has to come up or come down. Move through your armpits if it's coming up from your lower body. Move down your neck if it's coming from your head. And basically move under your clavicle, your collarbone, to go down the main lymph drain, which is called the cisterna, where it then dumps into your digestive system and it's processed and you pee it out. That's why it's so good for enhancing immune function, because your lymph is your immunity. The fluidity and health of your lymph is your is your immunity. But yeah, they're saying pressure on the lymph nodes. All this here is lymph nodes. There's lymph nodes all over your body, but there's a massive amount of lymph nodes here, which is why no woman should ever have breast implants. Ever, 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 ever. Because you're jacking up your immune system by cutting into that. Ever. Never. Okay, so that's the only precaution. So it's like the same thing we did before at our waist, but we're just going to, it looks like we're going to chicken wing it for this one, right? We're going to hook in right here. So let's try that together. So with your fingers together, stretch the thumbs away from the fingers as much as possible. Gently press the thumbs into the centers of the armpits. Not poking, just gentle. You're just kind of notching it in, right? It just kind of fits and you notch it in. Rest the inner borders of the index finger on the upper chest. So you're keeping your fingers together and you're just, you've notched in here what I call chicken wing. And you're just kind of doing that. Keep the forearms parallel to the earth and palms, and relax the shoulders back. Might have to see, I'm seeing myself, so I'm trying really hard to align it because I see myself. And nothing is like tight, see, everything is just, you're just gently notched in there and trying to keep those fingers together. And see how that feels. Well, I feel all the lymph moving when I do that. Now, on a side note, something that I tell my clients all the time, especially the post-surgical people, I do a lot of post-breast cancer rehab, kind of range of motion restoration. But anybody, as I said, all the lymph in your body has to move up through your armpits, across, underneath through these massive lymph channels, and then go down the main drain, the cisterna. If you have any swelling anywhere in your body, something that you can do on a regular basis is what I just tell people to do. If you're feeling a swollen knee, a swollen hip, indigestion, constipation, or you're feeling all swollen here, I tell people to just do chicken wing. Either literally do chicken wing and kind of pump like this, or reverse chicken wing where you cross over and you're not grabbing, you're just gently placing your arm there and you're kind of pumping with your hand while you're moving your arm. So you're getting in some of that good osteopathic motion. You're going to immediately feel whoosh, whoosh. You're going to immediately feel that lymph moving. And you feel that warmth coming in this way because you're stimulating these auxiliary pumps. And then do the same thing on the other side. And it doesn't matter how you move your arm, just move your arm. But the thing is to pump kind of in the opposite direction. That's key. But it doesn't matter how you move your arm or where you move your arm. Your body will tell you how it needs to move, especially if you're releasing it. So don't worry about copying me. Just get a sense of the general movement and then let your body tell you what to do. The people who came up with all these systems of, well, this is how you do lymphatic drainage, that person just made that up. They made it up. God didn't make it up. They made it up. So, and I'm certified in all that stuff. And it works. But if you do it differently, it works too. Just saying. Just saying. And the more that you learn to do these things for yourself, the better off you're going to be in the long run because you can sustain and maintain your own health. If you've just had surgery and you have a lot of lymph or range of motion restrictions, yeah, you would truly benefit from someone like me to help you get through that acute period. But if the person like me is worth anything, they are going to teach you self-care exercises so that you can continue this process. Or, I always will teach significant others to you can't afford to have me here every day or 3 days a week, but you need that much work. So let me show your husband how to do some of these things. I'll come once a week because that's all you can afford or whatever. And let me teach your husband how to do these things because you need this done daily. And then a week or two goes by, right? And there's improvement. Okay, let me teach him some new things because now we're into a new system of healing. Now we've passed that acute inflammation stage, and now we're into more re-educating that neurological muscular area. This is how you work now with all these scars and changes. And that's a different thing. So I'm just saying, anybody who's worth anything, and this includes people who take insurance, right? That you get scripts for. If they don't teach you how to do it yourself or how to maintain your own self-care going forward, they're not really interested in your healing, are they? Maybe they're interested in collecting insurance. Just saying. Just saying. There are people who wish to heal and help, and there are people who sell things. Decide who you're going to see. Sometimes it's worth it to see people who don't take insurance. And oftentimes people who don't take insurance will work with you monetarily anyway. Because part of the reason that we don't take insurance is we don't want to be restricted by that horse manure. Because insurance isn't interested in you healing. It's interesting in the movement of money. How can you heal if the movement of money is the most important thing? Just saying. Chicken wing. Chicken wing. Well, I got off on a tangent. Here's the next one. And I'm really going to slaughter this one. I'm sorry. JY. How do I say that? Yusta Sharira Mudra. I am so sorry. Gesture of the upper body. Its core quality benefit is upper body breathing. And the mantra that you can say with it is, with a growing sense of expansiveness, I look at life from a wider perspective. Cool. So this is especially helpful for connecting to the upper body, increasing energy and vitality, bringing circulation to the area of the thyroid gland, stimulating the senses, enhancing enthusiasm and creativity, awakening to our infinite possibilities. This one also has some precautions. Contraindicated for high blood pressure, cardiac conditions, migraine, glaucoma, and hyperthyroid conditions. Those with shoulder or neck issues may use Angusta Mudra as a substitute. I don't know what that is, but you see, it involves you putting your hands over your head. So anybody with any kind of that kind of stretching, right, for any kind of cardiac or hyperthyroid issue, that putting your hand over your head might be a little too stimulating. So let's try this together. So you're going to raise your hands overhead while drawing the shoulders downward. What? Oh, okay. You're going to raise your hands, and then you can't see me, but I'm putting my hands on the back of my neck like she is, and I'm letting my shoulders relax nonetheless. And you bend the elbows and place the palms on the shoulder blades with the elbows angled out to the sides. And relax the shoulders down as the crown of the head lifts and the sides of the neck reach backward. Okay, so you've got your hands over, and to the best of your ability, you're trying to put them there in that area between your shoulder blades, but you're also trying to be aware of not being like this, which is how we live all day. You want to open up your chest as much as possible, and that's what that last bit was about. Let's try. Let's see how that feels. And just make sure let your neck be free, because your neck will probably go back as your chest opens up. Again, I'm feeling this crazy lymph whooshing right here. That sternoclavicular area, your sternum, your clavicle, sternoclavicular, this main lymph highway. I'm feeling a great whooshing there. But I was also feeling something in my head, so I can understand why it's contraindicated for people with migraines. That was interesting. Okay, let's do one more, because I don't want this to go over a half an hour. And that's good, so we'll end at 10. So, Purna Svara Mudra. Here's an easy one. The core quality is complete breathing, and the mantra is, as the wave of breath flows through my body, being, mind, and spirit, all are integrated completely. So this is especially helpful for full yogic breathing, which may be helpful for respiratory conditions, releasing tension from the entire torso, supporting health and healing of all systems, integrating body, mind, and spirit. There are no precautions on this one. But let's try it together now. Touch the tip of the little finger of each hand to the base joint of the thumb. Okay. Touch the tip of the ring finger to the middle joint of the thumb. Touch the tip of the middle finger to the tip of the thumb. Rest the backs of the hands on the thighs or knees. Place the shoulders back and down and the spine naturally aligned. So we've got the pinky going to the base of the thumb, the ring finger going to that middle joint, and then the middle finger going there, and the pointer finger is just relaxed. And depending on how you're sitting, place it on your thighs or knees. I'm sitting with my legs straight under the coffee table. I'm just going to put it on my thighs and see what you feel. All of a sudden, whew, I felt the desire to take a deep breath. It's totally making me breathe. Okay. So we've done 10. 170 to go. So let's stop that there for today. We'll try to do 5 more tomorrow. I am just saying this in closing. I'm out of the singing bowl sound bath business. I still use Himalayan metal singing bowls for therapy, but all my accoutrements, all my stuff that I used to do sound baths with, I'm out of the business. I'm not doing it anymore. I've got crystal singing bowls up there, and I have some other things too here. I'm not looking to be eBay. I would like a reasonable offer made for these things, and then pay for shipping. And then if you're interested in these things, I'm not looking to make a lot of money, and it's not about that. I would like there to be an exchange, that's all, and paid for shipping. So if there's anything here you want, just let me know. This is a bull roarer, which I can't demonstrate for you. I need space. I used to use this, not at the singing bowl sound baths, but when I did site work. This is a handmade bull roarer. I don't really use it anymore. It's awkward. I have a zistrum. Again, this is handmade. I bought this at the Native American powwow last year. And let's see. I have some tingshas. And I have more. These are just the things I'm showing you. If you were interested in any of these things, I don't know, make me an offer. $20, $15, $10 in shipping. I don't know. If you want them, let me know. I'm not looking to get rich. I'm looking to pass them with a fair exchange to someone who wants them. And I have a whole bunch of stuff here. I also have drums that I'm not going to use anymore, but we'll talk about that another time. Okay, so again, installment number 2 of Mudra cards, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.